Very good play by him here, but I'm afraid these pylons will get taken down, and also you'll probably want to cancel them as soon as you know that you're not gonna be able to get into space, because otherwise there's 100 minerals lost like there. Minerals lost right there. Wow, that was a mouthful to say. But of course with timing, like I said, block within the ramp, taking all these pylons. This one gets cancelled, this one does go down, and that is going to be forcing a retreat from a blue Protoss player, just because the red Protoss will be able to spawn in reinforcements right here. He's building a pylon over here. Now this is very important. If you're a Protoss player, or if you're hosting a Protoss, and you see these pylons going up here, going to this little corner, going to this little corner, going to this little corner, what it generally means is that they're going to be throwing down their tank buildings around here. You don't want to have your main, not your main, but your tank buildings. I usually call them my main buildings because they are what wins you the game. You're not going to win just purely off warp gates. You need some sort of advanced tech to win. And what you want to do is you want to hide them up here just so it is a bit longer to scout. Takes a bit longer to scout, and your opponent will not know what's coming, even if they do try to get a bit of scouting down. And then is what is happening over here. Again, these pylons adjust over here, and you got the proxy up there. The problem here is that the proxy does get taken down, or blue Protoss will get supply blocks, so you do generally want to be ahead in your a bit ahead of your supply if you do get a proxy down, because you will get supply blocked in some cases, and that will put you quite a bit behind, especially going for the 4 gate, because the 4 gate is an all-in, well, not an all-in, but it is a very push-heavy build. Now let's play forward and see what's happening right here. We do see a Pylon and a Twilight Council going down, and Twilight Council going down for a red Protoss as well. Like you bastard. Okay. So anyways, getting back to the serious aspect of the game, very serious. Twilight Council, a research building, very important, getting powered by 2 pylons. What this means is one pylon goes down, again you can lean back on the other one and you can finish the research. Because what quite a lot of the time is you will be relying on timing pushes. So for example, you get blink down and you blink into the base just at the right time before they're able to get out quite a substantial army to defend, or something that does defend against blink. You will be able to do that, or if they get charge lots, for example, you want to get charged early, but then let's say you do get the delay the charge and your opponent manages to get Colossus, and then you miss your timing push, and then all your Zeldas melt away. That is quite a bad idea, so you do want to have it powered by quite a few pylons, and I did lose quite a few games just because of the timing push that I was planning for did fail. Now let's ask ourselves, why is it such a common decision to go to Twilight Council after going on 4 gate? Well, from experience, it's common for me. I'm not sure about you guys, but it's fairly simple, because if you do go for a Stargate, well, what happens if you get a Stargate? You get one Stargate out, your opponent has 4 gates. These 4 gates just warp in a few Stalkers, they take down the Void Ray. GG Void Ray, and you will probably lose because it is not a very safe take to go against the 4 gate. Now let's say your opponent goes for a robo build. They could go for a robo build, but a robo build takes quite a while to get up. Immortals are not the fastest unit to produce, it do take their time. Getting up a robo build does take time as well. It will lose pretty more heavy, and it's not generally common because it will mean that you are not using one of these warp gates, because the one base is very hard to power. Not to power, but to utilize the 4 warp gates and the robo bait to their maximum potential. And what will often happen is your opponent will expand, and you'll be so far behind in economy that the advanced tech does not even matter, and you're not using the warp gate as well, which just even kits it even further. Now the third build is probably going to be the expansion, which is what you have to worry about, because if you get an expansion up and they're able to defend it, and you do not get the expansion up, you go for a tech build, you are probably going to lose. Now what is very common is blink, because blink allows you to blink up here into the base, even get an expansion, minerals in that expansion, and you have minerals in your army, and you will have probably a larger army, and you are able to go around here and do some significant damage, and probably punish them for going for another expansion, unless you get a few forging cannons up. Now what else can they do? They can go for a DT build. A DT build is very cheesy, but it is very good, because you know that your opponent is going to be going for that, probably for that expansion, or for the Twilight Council, to go for the blink. Now if you do get a DT build up and they go for an expansion, what will happen is that you will be able to take down the expansion. You know, they get a few cannons up with here, you may be able to run by your DTs and go for this one as well instead. So if they get cannons over here, you can attack this base. If they get cannons over here, you can attack this base. If they get cannons everywhere, they'll be pretty far behind on minerals, and you will probably have the upper hand in that situation, and you could probably expand, because it would have wasted so much time trying to make cannons. The expansion will get taken down. Any other cheese, reverse DT cheese, will make it pretty even balanced, because you will be doing a base swap pretty much. and you'll be hiding pylons all across the map, and any other build isn't not very effective. So you'll probably want to get a forge down as well, just because you will be expecting those DTs, because a DT build, if you go DTs and you pull them off, you want to be successfully defending against the DTs, and whoever defends against it will win, and if you both defend against it, then it's going to go into late game. It's going to be quite an interesting matchup, so let's resume this game over here. Let's not get started here, bro. Gotta be friendly with the UM players. And again, this is, just look at this, this is the wall off. This is clearly almost a wall off right here. Just a little bit of passing space over here. You don't want to have a complete wall off just because you can warp in units here, send your units to here to defend, but it is resembling a wall. This is pretty much a wall. This is very good because these pylons will now power these effectively, both of them. The second one, the last one being placed is going to be the backup pylon, and over here this is definitely more of a wall build because that pylon there, I do not see him going for any attack. He might go for an attack, but he does not have the minerals, in my opinion, to do so. So he will probably be walling off right here, and which will be forcing the opponent to walk all the way around here, and these pylons will be protected by these gateways, so it will be pretty hard to snipe them down. Now, I don't think that pylon, that Twilight Council is just barely powered by that pylon over there. Maybe done on purpose, maybe coincidence, but you do want to get the research buildings, like I said before, powered by quite a few pylons. Now let's see what happens here. Here's getting Blink. Like I said, I'm very confident position is to get Blink, but you do want to be safe against those GTs, and what our Red Protoss, oh man, just messing up everywhere right now. Red Protoss is going for the Dark Shrine, which is a very, very standard thing to do these days against a forget when you go into the later game. Now he does his proxy up here, which does mean that the opponent will take some time to scout this, and these stalkers will not be able to spot it unless they go all the way up here. And that's why you generally want map control. Map control will allow you to spot for any pros walking through here and back and forth. You will be able to intercept them before they can put down any pylons, and also it gives you the security to send out a stalker around without getting intercepted by the opponent's army. Now you do sometimes want to place a few pylons over here, maybe perhaps, just to be able to warp in units if you do get the map control at the Zerlanger Tower. And the Zerlanger Tower is the place to be for map control. Let's resume this for a while, and yes, the cannon does go down there, so our Red Protoss at this point is defended against any DT push, as long as it doesn't come right now, and there is none coming in here, so he's pretty safe. That is why he goes to his forge. As you see, the forge is not getting any upgrades going, just because it is pretty much just there for the photon cannon at the moment. Later on in the game, you could use this forge for upgrades, which is why going DTs is very effective, or going for the expansion is very effective as well, just because a few cannons up here, maybe a few cannons up here, or just having a forge in general will mean you're able to get out these expansions faster. But in my opinion, DT is a very safe thing to transition to after our 4-gate push fails. Now let's resume, and yes, again, he's not going for any take buildings up here. There's going to be interaction right here. There's going to be a double-pronged attack, not a double-pronged attack, but a double-pronged defense, I guess. He will be fighting 2 battles. Both of them will be fighting 2 battles. One battle will be fought up here, one battle will be fought back here. And we'll see what happens. It's probably going to into a base. Whatever at this point, that DT is just being really passive up there. And this, the blue Protoss did leave the game. This is because this DT here is able just to get in so much damage, so much harassment, that it is going to be a GG. There's nothing you can do about it. This way, you do need to get out the cannons. This has been jist/ForeverProtoss, and I will see you again with a few PVZs and PVTs talking about pylon placement. As your pylon placement does vary, or should vary, when you verse some different races. Quite a bit of info, quite a bit of detail. Hope it isn't too much. If you have any feedback, please put it in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time.